Yo, what's happening, YouTubers? It's your boy. Yeah, without a face for now, but I'm gonna put a face to everything later. So, yeah, let me quickly jump into it. So, let me tell you this little story about my Corsa and what happened during the lockdown. Imagine, while all of this is happening, my car gave me problems. I'm sure most of y'all have had the same issue with your cars and everything, but so what happened was I was driving up 3 minutes out of the complex, boom, I had a snap. So I suspected the gear cables, but it wasn't them because it's always the gear cables. This time it was the gear lever. So the bushing cracked, and then I was only able to select 2 gears. Oh, actually 3 gears. Reverse, first, second. So basically the cables are attached to the brackets, but they're not attached to the selector. So this thing should be wobbly, but there's still some tension here. So I feel maybe problem could be down there, since this part's missing there. So I don't know how much of this is broken basically, or evidently. So it's a tricky situation. Very tricky situation. These are my cables that the car is currently using. If you buy a Corsa B from 2005, I think, upwards, you get this one without the rod with the cables. It was more for a newer version from Chevrolet, I think. Okay, so these cables are always giving me problems. Either they're breaking or something just happens, because obviously my selector was broken and I had to weld another piece to it just to make it work again. And then I realized if I'm going to continue using this selector, I'm going to continue having problems. So I bought the gear stick you see on the right hand side, well, I had the one on the left hand side with the cables, and then I had to remove this piece. This was for the gear lock, which was giving me problems as well. But eventually I did manage to remove it, and then I was able to fit this gear lever with the rod, which is more stable compared to the cables. Even though the cables are nicer with the shifting, but you pay a lot just to fix them. So understand. So this part is very important, especially if you're doing the conversion, because the Corsa Lite with the gears, with the cables, doesn't come with that part. And then this is when the selector was connected, as you can see there at the back. And then this is when I bought the adjustable rod, which is steel. It's more robust compared to the plastic one that you usually get with the car, and it's easily adjustable. So yeah, one of the reasons I bought it. So if you can see just down below where the linkage is connecting with the other part of the linkage, you can see that there's a ball joint there, but then the selector just sitting underneath that ball joint, and then it can't move exactly from left to right. See now it's moving to the left all the way, and then when it's moving to the right hand side, it's blocked. I'm not sure if you can see there. And then so what I had to do, the linkage myself, because the car went to the mechanic and he couldn't figure out what the problem was, and this was the small problem. He just had to fit in this one bushing that makes sure that that round part of the selector doesn't go further than that ball that you see. So it's supposed to stick on the ball so that you can move all the way around. So that was the problem. So the mechanic suspected that it was the rod which was the problem, which it wasn't the problem, because I had a black rod before. So when I adjusted this metal rod that you see here, I made sure it's the same size as the other rod. So as you can see here, I'm only getting 4 gears: first, second, third, fourth. No reverse, no fifth gear. So as you can see, as I'm moving to the right, I can't. So this was only the only issue actually, because everything else, if you put in the first gear, you can move. You're not gonna have any issues. Just that you can't get the other 2 gears, first and fifth gear. Okay, so this is now inside the car. As you can see, gear is in neutral. Okay, let me just put this thing back on. Start with first gear. That's first, second, third, it's fourth, right? Okay. So now let me just do it so that you can see over here. First, second, third, fourth. Pick it up. That should be reverse. Okay, so what happened was this bushing right here, it wasn't fitted on the linkage. So now we are able to get all gears. So I fitted the bushing on the linkage. So quick demonstration: first gear, second, third, fourth, fifth. Reverse. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Car is ready to move. Just need to charge the battery, and then we are off.